nameless in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine.
What a bum. Alright, making our way north. We're almost out of California. Heading up to Portland with our lovely mascot who's taking a giant nap for 4 hours. Wanna go pee, Noche? Alright, we stopped at a truck stop Pilot here in Weed, California, just before Oregon. Noche has to pee on everything. So, taking a little gas break. We're putting some diesel in the truck and letting Noche stretch his little legs here. Yep, we've been in the truck almost 12 hours, you guys. We started at 4 o'clock in the morning and it is almost 4 p.m. We've pretty much traveled the entire state of California from north to south, or south to north, I should say. So actually, I had no intention of running up here to Portland. Ruben and I were planning to spend this week, starting tomorrow, we were planning to spend this week training with him. So training for his CDL test, right? He has his permit and he needs to go take his test. So we were gonna spend this week training and practicing parking maneuvers and going over the walk around and doing all of that stuff. We were gonna do that this week, but last Friday, today's Sunday, one of my direct customers contacted me and said, hey, I have a last minute load. Is there any way you can get over there to pick it up before 2 o'clock, 2:30, and going up to Portland, just south of Portland? And I was like, yeah, I can, for $1,600. It's 4,000 pound partial. It's 25 feet of deck space. I'll show it to you guys in a second. It's right here behind me. So they were like, yeah, okay, 1,600, we'll make it happen. So we got over there. Ruben and Joe actually went and loaded this partial that's here at the nose of the trailer. And then I found this quick little Mercedes also to go with this up to Portland. It was Friday afternoon and I did the best I could with the Mercedes. It's a $750 bill, the Mercedes is. All right, so forgive the sun. I'm trying to not get so much glare. But this is the little partial. Like I told you guys, it's 25 feet of deck space, but really it's not, because this ends here at about 8 feet. And that bundle is the long bundle that's actually 25 feet. And then that's the Mercedes. So this freight partial here at the front of the trailer is, like I said, $1,600 bill. And the little cute little Mercedes back there is $750. They're both going to the Portland area. If I had had more time, you guys, I would have totally bumped this. I would have totally bumped this over, brought this car forward into this position, and put on another car behind it. But like I said, it was Friday afternoon. We were actually busy getting Joe's trailer loaded so he could get to Texas. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this load to Portland to fall into my lap as it did. So, I did the best that I could. It's good money. It'll be 1,100 miles by the time we're done with it, and we're at $2,350. Hi, Noche. Noche just took a body break here at the Pilot, and I didn't do any recording, obviously, of loading this freight or the Mercedes. Like Ruben and Joe picked the loads up for Ruben and I to run up here to Portland, and it works out nicely. It's just I wasn't really planning on it. So, but here we go. We left the house. Like I said, we loaded Friday afternoon. Now we left the house Sunday morning, and we'll be doing our drops tomorrow morning, and we should be home by Tuesday evening if all goes well. I picked the wrong hotel, you guys. Man, I thought they had parking. They had like this vacant lot, some closed office or something next to the hotel, and they got these big old cylinder concrete barriers blocking it off, so nobody can park there. And the hotel is beefing with the McDonald's next to it. So there's like all these signs and just a mess. You can't park anywhere near the hotel, so I parked at the Kohl's across the street from the hotel. Ay, ay, ay. Not just peeing on everything he can find. And we are walking. It's not far, but I'd rather be in a parking lot with this fog. You guys see? I'd rather be in a parking lot than parked on this street, like that box truck on the left there, because I don't want to I don't want anybody to hit the truck or the trailer on accident, not seeing it. So now we're gonna get to the hotel. It's about 8:30. It's 8:30 at night. We started at 4 this morning, and we get to take the next 11 hours off. Tomorrow morning we'll do our 2 drops and see what the load gods have in store for me for a return trip back to California. It's kind of cool traveling with Noche. It's 4:30 this morning. It gave me a reason to get up. I was already on the load boards, scouring the load boards this morning for since about 4 o'clock for both Ruben and I out of Portland going south, and Joe, who's bouncing around Texas already. But it's kind of cool. He gave me a reason to get up and get outside. It's a beautiful foggy morning this morning, just south of Portland. So we're gonna go inside and find some coffee, find some makeup, and get this day started. Buenas noches. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Natalie. It's Hotshot Adventures. It is Natalie and Noche. And say hi, Ruben. Good morning. Ruben is taking us to our first delivery this morning. It is Monday morning, you guys. Ruben and I left SoCal yesterday morning, and we did make it to south of Portland last night. Ruben and myself and Noche got to travel with us. He's been a good boy. Yeah, he's been a good boy, huh? He's been good. Yeah, he's been excellent. He's asleep. He's a bum. Look at him. Say hi, Noche. Other than shedding too much. Because he's actually a ranch dog, not a road dog. Other than shedding too much, he's doing fantastically. So he's a great road companion. I've taken him a couple times. You guys have probably seen him on a couple of my videos. But anyways, so Ruben is driving us. We're about 10 miles from our first delivery this morning, here just south of Portland. We're going to drop off the piece at the front of the trailer, the $1,600 partial, the little greenhouse, my greenhouse guys, my direct customer. So that's wonderful. And then we have about a 60-mile drive. It's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. But I booked the load, I booked the Mercedes kind of in a rush on Friday afternoon. And so, I was able to avoid some traffic in Southern California on Friday afternoon, some traffic by picking up this car that was very local to where Joe and Ruben were. They picked it up. And, but, the flip side to that coin was it is going probably about 60 miles out of our way today to deliver it. Good thing it's $750 bill. It is COD. So yeah, we'll be done. It's 7:55 this morning, you guys. I've been up since 4 booking loads. I just booked a load for Joe. He is in San Antonio, and he has 1 piece. He had 3 pieces on his trailer coming from Southern California. We were able to swap trailers back. I did get the Delco fixed, you guys. Well, I didn't get it fixed. My mechanic, my wonderful, awesome, incredible, handsome mechanic, Gil, fixed it. And so I routed Joe to Southern California so we could swap trailers back. So Ruben and I have the Iron Bull behind me, which Joe has had for the last few weeks, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever. And Joe has the Delco back. The Delco got, the brakes adjusted. It got the wiring thing fixed. It got greased. It got new wet bolts. It got yada, 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 yada. I fixed the rub rail. that somebody hit the rub rail and I was able to bang it out. So anyways, it got a bunch of stuff done to it, and Joe now has the Delco. He loves the Delco. I love the Delco. Delco's still my favorite trailer. And then it's 8 o'clock this morning. Ruben and I are, like I said, 10 minutes or less from our first delivery, and I'll show that to you guys. And then we have, it should be a beautiful drive if the fog lets up a little bit. Look at this, guys. It really doesn't make for a great drive when you're having to drive in the fog. It's not super heavy crazy, but Ruben's, you know, getting some miles down in the fog, learning it and getting a feel for how things feel and look in some fog and some rain and stuff like that. So we're gonna do our first 2 deliveries, and then I just booked a really cool 1951 Chevy pickup out of Portland area, going back to SoCal, $950 bill. And then I think I was telling you guys, Joe is dropped off one of his pieces. He had a skid steer on the trailer that he was able to drop off last night, yesterday afternoon, I should say, about dinner time, in the San Antonio area. That one was $1,000 bill coming from SoCal. And then he had this, I don't know, this yellow piece. I don't know what it was, some kind of pump or some kind of, I don't know, big yellow thing. And that also dropped off. That dropped off this morning. That was a $1,200 bill from SoCal. That dropped off this morning in San Antonio area to there's a coal mine out there, you guys. I had no idea, but there is, and it was some piece that needed to go onto one of the dump trucks for the coal mine. So that was kind of neat. He did that this morning, and then I woke up early so I could book him a truck. I booked him an F-250 out of north, like 75 miles north of San Antonio, going to Dallas. Joe has his last piece on the trailer, which is a John Deere tractor, a $1,400 bill that needs to go to Dallas. And so he's going to pick up the F-250 in north of San Antonio, drop it in Dallas, just south of Dallas. That's a $250 bill. A little over, I think it's a little over $1 a mile, and then he's going to drop off the John Deere, and he'll be empty and ready for something else. I'm still scouring the load boards for another partial for Ruben and I, as well as something out of Dallas for Joe for the rest of the week. So I'm still scouring the load boards this morning. I've already had my coffee, if you cannot tell. And we're gonna go get these deliveries done and get these pickups. All right, Ruben's gonna go check in. Look at this fog, you guys, right? Beautiful foggy morning this morning here just south of Portland. But Ruben's gonna go find somebody. This place doesn't open until 9 a.m. and it is 8 o'clock. But there's already cars in the parking lot, so he's gonna go try and see if we can get this piece off, these couple pieces off pretty quick here, and then we can head on down to the coast to go drop off the Mercedes-Benz.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to
I love it, you
back.
guys. I love it when things work out, right? So it's 10:15. We stopped to use the restroom before we deliver this Mercedes-Benz to a private residence, right? So we're just maybe 5 or 10 minutes away. And I've been working on trying to get some loads for both myself and for Joe. I got him that truck, so he's headed, up to North Texas. And I got Ruben and I a 1951 Chevy pickup truck, and out of the south of Portland a little bit. And I just, I kept refreshing the board. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to haul 2 cars. And, they're only paying like between $700 and $800 to go 1,000 miles. So it's not really that great to have to only haul 2 cars coming back to Southern California, right? So kept refreshing the, the freight load board, refreshing. And I found a little partial. I found 2,000 pound partial, 16 feet of deck space, paying $1,300, going probably 30 miles away from my house. So I'm really excited about that. So now we're kind of in a mad rush to go pick up both of these pieces and get south. Okay, well, pay attention to the road.
Break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?